So, have you seen the unbearable weight of massive talent?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, where Nick Cage kind of plays like a little bit of a parody version of himself.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to watch that.
Okay.
We're going to watch the movie that paved the way so it could succeed.
Okay.
We're going to watch Hello, My Name is Bruce. Right? No, it's just My Name is Bruce. But
Well, I've seen it.
just now.
Well, I mean, you haven't asked me the way this goes.
Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, we're going to see it. Well, we've come to the end of our Bruce Campbell journey.
I need to amend something. Before we get into Bruce Campbell, I need to amend something. So I said when we did back when we did our Mouse Hunt review,
Yeah.
I said that there were two things that I was going to bring up during that episode that kind of shocked me. That surprised me.
Right.
The first one was obviously it was a genuine shock that you hadn't seen it.
Right.
The second, I entirely forgot to bring up. Mouse Hunt on Rotten Tomatoes, both the critic score and the audience score is in like the mid to high 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's surprising.
It's low.
Like, that's one of those like, it's like Twister. Everyone shits on Twister on Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I feel like when I rated it, I prefaced by saying like, I like to rate movies for what they are.
Yeah.
I feel like people probably rated that for what it wasn't. Like, oh, it's got, fairly decent big name star in it.
Yeah.
And
but like,
production value.
There's a couple
it
of...
should be better than it is.
There's a couple of films out there. Like I just pulled it up so I could get the number right. Hook. You know the movie?
Oh, yeah. Very well.
Yeah. It has a 29 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? So there's a couple of films like that where you're like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Okay, go on.
It's the capstone of our journey.
Yeah.
The summation of the Bruce Campbell journey.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a monumental episode.
Oh, yeah?
It is. It will be genuinely monumental. Hello and welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
We are the B team.
The B team of the Movie Men podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Carl.
And Brady's over there on the other side of the table.
And
that you can't see because
we're here. We're here talking about the film. My Name is Bruce.
My Name is Bruce, starring Bruce Campbell, directed by Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, produced by Bruce Campbell. Probably conceived.
Not written, but
he probably hired someone to write it.
Probably had a thumb in there somewhere.
Yeah. So that's what and this is you said this is kind of like the end of the Bruce Campbell run that you're going to do?
Yeah. Well,
so henceforth, we will no longer be known as the film that every 2 weeks releases a review of a film that is shit you've never heard of and nobody cares about. And
hey, people have heard about and care about Army of Darkness and Evil Dead.
Yeah. Okay. So initial impressions?
First impressions. Yeah. All right. So I go first. My pick.
I think you're going to be surprised by my initial impression.
I didn't know this film existed till probably, I think I bought it when I lived in Kitchener. It was made in 2007.
You said this about Bubba Hotep too.
Yeah, but I ended up finding this in like the bargain bin of Walmart. And I was like, oh crap, it's Bruce Campbell.
Which I'm pretty sure you also said about Bubba Hotep.
No, I found Bubba Hotep on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I heard about Bubba Hotep before I seen it, but
right, okay.
It was, yeah. But anyway, I found it in the bargain bin, and I was like, oh crap, it's Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Playing
Bruce
himself? It's very, very vague with the what it said on the back or whatever.
Sure.
But I was just like, $5? Yeah, sure. And I bought it, and you know, the last three movies we watched that I picked have been B movies.
Yep.
This one kind of takes the cake for being a B movie.
It's definitely a B movie.
It's definitely a B movie. Very low budget. I don't know how much it cost, but like it's obviously got a pretty low budget. But it's kind of fun. It's really goofy, and they really ham it up and play into it being a B movie. Like it's a B movie.
It does seem self-aware.
Oh
as a
yeah,
film.
Very self-aware, and just like I kind of alluded to in the cold open there. This, if you've seen Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, this is pretty much the same concept. Actor is playing a parodied version of himself.
This is a long initial impression,
and this is what that is.
Yeah.
And,
I think there's some differences, and we can get into that.
Oh yeah, there's definitely differences.
Yeah,
and we'll get into it.
Okay.
What's your initial impression, sir?
I think my initial impression is going to shock you. I'm about to make a bold statement. And it's a statement that I don't make lightly. Like the idea that this could be true popped into my head about partway through this film. And then I spent, that idea kind of kept coming back into my head while watching the remainder of the film. And I was kind of like, searching back through the catalog mentally of all the movies I've ever watched, thousands of movies that I've ever watched, to make sure that this is true, because this is not a claim that I want to make lightly. But here it is. My initial impression. Genuinely, unless I'm forgetting something, that's entirely possible. But with the mental searching I was able to do, while watching this, genuinely the worst film I've ever seen. Like, and I don't mean that as like a, for impact. Like, I can't think of a film that I've seen that this is better than. This is maybe the first time that I've genuinely thought to myself, that's an hour and a half that I can't get back. And it's actually only 84 minutes, but God, does it feel long.
It's not great.
It feels much longer than 90 minutes.
It's not great.
It had a budget of 1.5 million.
It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. I have seen worse.
Well, I don't do it. The film had a budget of 1.5 million.
Okay.
It made $173,000. Like, this was financial disaster.
Dark Horse Comics
for them.
Thought they were back in the winter.
So that's my initial impression. My initial impression took a little bit of setting up to get there, but my initial impression is actually really simple, and it's one statement. Worst film I've ever seen. Ever.
That's fine.
I have so many issues with it. And some of them are just boredom.
Okay.
Some of them are issues that are a little more serious than just boredom.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we can get into it.
This movie has issues for sure.
Yeah.
It's not I would agree. It's not great.
Yeah.
Is in terms of the Bruce Campbell anthology, whatever you want to call it, that we've watched.
Yeah.
It's not near the top of the barrel by any stretch.
Okay.
But I do have fun watching it.
What do you want to know?
What did you like? After that statement, what did you like? Was it that folk song?
No, I don't like the folk song. I have big issues actually with the folk song. Um, what did I like?
Was it that the demon they were fighting was the god of cheese curds?
No.
Bean curds.
No. And in fact, Guandi is so in real life, Guandi is the Chinese god of war.
Mm-hmm.
So
and bean curds?
No, just war. And no, I mean, I get there was one, and I don't even know. I don't even know if I would say this was something I liked. I just, for the sake of not leaving this segment completely empty, I think I maybe got half a chuckle when the kid's mom was like, what would Bruce do? And the kid was like, run away.
Yeah,
right? Like,
that's a good line.
That gave me half a chuckle. And that was the only time I chuckled.
Yeah.
Even half a chuckle. I don't think it's funny. I think it's horrible writing. Like, the dialogue is horrible.
It's atrocious.
There are no good actors in this, including Bruce Campbell. Like, Bruce Campbell's not good in it. None of the moments that are supposed to be funny are funny. And
the dialogue moves in directions that don't make any sense.
They don't make any sense.
One moment, the bar lady hates his guts and sees him for what he is, and then they have a horrible dance, and she's falling all over him.
Well, but they set up a number of things that you kind of think, oh, maybe this is going to turn into a thing. Not necessarily something I'm interested in. I'm not intrigued, but oh, look, they're trying to do something. But then they just don't, right? Like, yeah, because he asks, and we're going to go through the plot here because I think for a film like this, that's somewhat crucial, because nobody listening to this has seen this film or knows what we're talking about. Like, there's a moment where she doesn't want to dance with him. She turns down the dance. And then the mayor kind of looks at her with this, like,
come on,
no,
suck it up.
No,
for the
it's
team.
more than that. He's like, he like shakes it like he's disapproving of her actions. And then she quickly changes and is like, oh yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I'd love to dance with you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you really mean that? She's like my life depends on, right? Like, you're kind of like, oh, is there something more sinister going on with the mayor? Like, what's going on there? Why does
her life depends on it because there's a demon attacking the town.
Yeah, but why is she so under the mayor's thumb? Like, it seems, and then that's not a thing. His ex-wife is actually sleeping with his manager. Like, that's going to be shocking, and whatever when Bruce never finds it. We don't revisit that, right? Like, it's just kind of all over the place.
The worst thing about kind of in that vein of sort of cinema sins, we'll call them, is the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
The medallion.
That you hardly ever see.
The medallion gets pulled out.
There's
That's
no
what releases Guandi. Bruce sees it in the kid's room for a split second.
Well, let's go through the plot.
And the kid, like,
let's go.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
It's not part of your stuff.
Let's.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, near the end of the movie, Bruce is like, oh yeah, this thing. This is the thing that
Nothing we're saying right now is making any sense to anyone, so let's go through the plot.
Okay.
In the mining town of Gold Lick, Oregon, Jeff and a young fan of B actor Bruce Campbell and his friend Clayton go out to a cemetery to meet two girls, Big Debbie and Little Debbie. Jeff removes a medallion off the mausoleum, unleashing the Chinese god of the dead,
and B curds,
Guandi, who kills Clayton and the Debbies while Jeff flees. Meanwhile, Bruce Campbell is finishing filming for the fictional cave Alien 2 and has promised a birthday surprise from his agent Mills Todner, played by Ted Raimi. Bruce meets Jeff, who kidnaps Campbell and takes him to Gold Lick in the hopes that his hero can save the town from Gwandy. Upon arrival, Bruce assumes this is his birthday surprise from Mills and thinks it's all a movie, despite the lack of cameras and a script and lighting camera. And agrees to help. He learns about Gwandy in the town's hall, and during a dinner party, Bruce gets on the good side of Jeff's mother, Kelly, sort of, who had initially been irritated by Bruce's behavior. After gearing up at Good Lick's gun shop, Bruce and many citizens of Gold Lick go out into the woods to take on Gwandy, which Bruce still thinks is part of a movie. Bruce then finds out it's all real and flees Gold Lick, angering the townspeople, disappointing Kelly, and upsetting Jeff. As part of a running gag, an Italian painter, also played by Ted Raimi, constantly repaints the population sign every time someone dies, including himself. Bruce returns to his caravan.
Fun gag.
Bruce returns to his caravan to find that everyone, including his own dog, hates him a lot. He has a restraining order placed upon him from his ex-wife, Cheryl, and finds out that his surprise birthday present from Mills is just a singing prostitute named Casey. Bruce is then called by Jeff, who informs him that he's going to take on Gwandy in spite of Bruce's retreat. Casey takes Bruce back to Gold Lick, where he is treated with contempt and tries to reconcile with Kelly. To rescue Jeff, they both drive to the old cemetery, in which they set up dynamite at the mausoleum to try to lure Gwandy inside with one of Jeff's cardboard cutouts of Bruce, for which Gwandy does not fall. After kissing Kelly, Bruce decides to sacrifice himself, with Bean Curd playing a significant role in luring Gandhi and the Gwandy, not Gandhi, and the dynamite is blown up. He emerges from the debris alive and hangs a medallion back onto the mausoleum wall to ease the spirit. Gwandy then also comes back to life, making it a useless MacGuffin. And at the last minute, as revealed, the whole scenario was a movie. Bruce argues with Ted Raimi about the cliche ending and turns it into a happy ending, which involves Bruce and Kelly married, living in a nice house with their son Jeff, who is accepted into Harvard University. After the movie ends, Bruce asks, what could be a better ending than that? After which Gwandy appears and attacks Bruce. My big issue with this film...
please do tell.
and I don't think it's just simply like there's didn't age well, and then there's was probably never really okay. This film really makes a joke out of Chinese culture.
Oh, it plays into a lot of stereotypes. Yeah.
Plays into a lot of stereotypes, makes a lot of jokes at the expense of Chinese culture.
And French.
And it all sort of culminates with a white guy playing an elderly Chinese man really hamming it up. Mm-hmm. Like doing a really aggressive accent. And I I don't know what it was specifically about this, and maybe this makes me sound a little bit of a hypocrite, because there are scenarios where, like, you know, in 50 First Dates, we see Rob Schneider play a Hawaiian guy. And I mean, it's been a while since I've seen 50 First Dates, so maybe I would watch it now and I would go, okay, yeah, that's a little cringy. But I don't remember it that way. I remember it being funny. Mm-hmm. This isn't funny. It's just, I just felt so uncomfortable. I felt so uncomfortable because I'm like, this is just a film made by, directed by, written by, acted by a bunch of white people who have decided to make a film about an ancient Chinese spirit. They've misappropriated what that Chinese god is about. No, they have. He's the god of war, and they made him the god of bean curd
and right? War. They say he's also the god of war.
And then
they just add a title to him.
And then did what's not quite, but pretty much the equivalency of blackface, and then really hammed up some stereotypes too. And there's nobody. It'd be one thing if you're like, oh, Chinese director, right? Or Chinese writer with Chinese cast in it, and they're making fun of themselves. Like it's sort of but it's not. Right. It's North Americans poking fun at Chinese people. And it just like I was just like, oh, this is in poor taste.
Normally, I would, on a point like this, I would disagree and say, it's comedy. Comedy is allowed to push boundaries and be crazy. A good example of this would be Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
right?
which
going full blackface,
which helps that.
But it's this. In this case, though, I'm inclined to agree with you instead of disagree with you on the point I just made, because as goofy as this movie is, it's not really a super comedic role that they're trying to fill with this character.
No, and the thing about the two things about, and this is not necessarily me coming to the defense of Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal, but the two things about that sort of gives it a little bit of backing is that there are several black like Chris Rock thinks it's hilarious, right? He endorses that performance. And the other thing is that the character in and of itself, like that performance, that role, is in and of itself poking fun at the ridiculousness of blackface, right? It's kind of self-referential of look how stupid this is. Whereas this is just like, you know what? And we tend to, as people, whether this is right or wrong, I think if this movie was hilarious, it wouldn't have made the Chinese stuff any less wrong, but I probably would have forgiven it some. Again, right or wrong.
Yeah.
But I probably would have overlooked it, and it wouldn't have stuck out to me so much as so egregious. Mm-hmm. But it's just also not funny. Yeah. And so there's not really any, there's maybe like one or two gags they pull with him, but for the most part it's stereotypes done straight, not for comedic value. And for me, in my opinion, if you take stereotypes from any culture or race, and you want to do comedic bits of them, even if you're not of that culture or race, I think that's fine. Okay.
Right? Because it's comedy. That's what comedy's about, pushing. Comedy's about pushing.
Let's
boundaries.
not get into politics, though. Let's not.
It's not.
No, I know, but let's just steer clear of.
It's my opinion. A great example is like Saturday Night Live has done all kinds of this kind of stuff back in the day, right? And I think if you talk to a lot of people that, like the Rob Schneider bit, right?
Yeah.
Like if you went to some Hawaiian, Samoan culture, and I bet a lot of those individuals think that's hilarious.
Maybe.
Right?
We don't know.
That's the thing. Well, we don't. But the thing about stereotypes is there's some truth in them. And because there's some truth in them, people can find humor in themselves by watching that. That truth,
I mean, there can be some truth in them. Yeah.
Yeah. So but in this case, I would agree. Like this is just kind of egregious, and
like the character doesn't even
they're
further
trying
the
to
plot.
do it. They're trying to do it for gags, but it's not there is no gag to make
No.
it funny.
And the character doesn't even further the plot. It's not like, well, he wasn't funny, but also he had to be there because he delivered this important piece of exposition.
Yeah, he's there for just expositionally. Yeah.
But he doesn't. Like, what exposition does he give?
He unloads that who Guandi is, and
But they could have found that in a book, or they could have.
If he never interrupted the mayor's presentation, they probably could have gotten to the same information.
They could have figured it out some other way.
But they inject him.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. So, question for you, because you're the one that chose this. Why? What?
The other thing about the Chinese guy is that they talk about why Guandi is killing everyone briefly, because he's killing everybody who was involved in the Chinese miners dying.
Yeah.
He's a descendant of those miners. Why did Guandi kill him?
Yeah, the whole film. I mean, there's no logic.
It's so garbage. Yeah, and then there's the medallion thing. How does Bruce Campbell know what the medallion is and what it does and where it came from and all that stuff, when there was no exposition or plot or conversation at any point where he gained that information.
So why did you choose this movie? And I don't mean that like you knew how bad it was, so why did you? But like what? But I kind of mean that. Like, what is it about this film that you? Because I mean, you're talking.
It wasn't as bad as I remembered.
Oh, it is. Like you mean it's worse than you remember?
Yeah, it's worse than I remember. Yeah. Like I watched the last time I watched this had it been 10 plus years ago.
Right.
So there's that. kind of like the Bruce Campbell fighting with his hand.
Right.
Of somehow rose-colored glasses my memory of this film. And then second, it really is kind of like paved the way so that it could do it better.
Right. So I'm
not saying that whoever wrote and directed The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent saw this film.
Right.
But they're very similar.
Which is
fun. And I don't know. I would be interested to know if there are other films that have kind of done this, where the actor plays themselves in this sort of parodied way, in the way that those two did. Because there's got to be few and far between. I'm sure there's at least one or two others, but I struggle to bring to mind one.
Being John Malkovich.
Who's John Malkovich?
Yeah. So that's one.
A 1999 film?
Yeah, you've never seen Being John Malkovich?
No.
So it's a movie where John Malkovich plays
himself?
Essentially, yeah.
No, he doesn't. He plays a character called John Horatio.
But the film's called Being John Malkovich. Like, he does.
But his character is named John Horatio.
Yes, but John Malkovich as a satirical version of himself. So they've changed his name a little bit, but he's still like, you'll trust me.
He still plays himself.
You'll see it. You'll see this movie. Don't worry. You kind of have movies like This Is the End, where they are all playing themselves. They are all
playing themselves. That one too, yeah.
I mean, maybe that's mostly it. There's appearances where people. Private Parts, where
Private Parts?
Howard Stern played himself, sort of a satirical version of himself. And then you have appearances, right, where like Bill Murray shows up as himself in Zombieland, type of thing.
Oh, there was what was that? It was a Netflix movie with Bill Murray and Kylo Ren,
Adam Driver.
And it was a zombie end of the world flick.
Oh, is there?
You haven't seen it?
No.
I'm pretty sure you have, because I think we talked about it at one point.
Oh, maybe.
Where throughout the film, the zombie apocalypse is happening, and a lot of the people that this zombie apocalypse is happening around are kind of a little more laid back than they should. And there's 2 or 3 times throughout the film will Bill Murray's character and Adam Driver's character look at each other and are like, was that in your script? That's not how the script goes. And then right at the end, it's kind of revealed that, yeah, they're kind of self-aware that they're in a film.
The dead don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, I wouldn't say it's the same thing.
They're not playing themselves. But
it's like, yeah, there's...
Yeah. So, but I would say, I mean, the big difference between My Name is Bruce and The Unbearable Weight of...
let's just call it Unbearable Weight for time.
What's it actually called?
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The big difference is,
One's got a good script.
One's got a good script, but one makes far more sense as a concept, right? Like the Bruce Campbell one. Yeah, I mean, Bruce Campbell's a little bit of a character, and he's known for being a little bit of a character, but somewhat nichely, right? Like, I would say if you took a random group of 1,000 people and you asked them who Bruce Campbell is, the number of people who have heard of Bruce Campbell is going to be south of 60%, right?
Probably.
And maybe lower. And so it's, whereas with Nick Cage, he is such a character. It'd be like doing one about Nick Cage would be similar to if you did one and the main character, if it was Christopher Walken playing a ridiculous version of himself, right?
I'd pay to see that.
Whereas where it's this like, it's such a, like Bruce Campbell's not as... there's not as many Bruce Campbellisms as there are Nick Cage-isms.
Yeah. Well, for this film, they kind of... Bruce Campbell's like got all these B movies.
Yeah.
Like right at the beginning,
they had to make
the
a
guy's
bunch
buddy is like throwing out... And the only one, like he names off like 6 movies, and the only one that's real is Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, and we do hear about Evil Dead and Army of Darkness.
We see some posters and stuff, but like they like repurpose an Evil Dead poster
as something else.
Yeah,
the dead
don't die or something like that.
No, yeah, whatever it is.
No, that was that other film. But like, oh. So, yeah, like to the point you're making, Bruce Campbell's kind of known for making B movies, but nobody knows what the B movies are to the point where they can just make them up and people...
And you're like, I don't know. Yeah, sure. He might have been in that. Yeah. I had to Google it.
You Googled it.
Because I'm like, are these real movies? Are these real? They could be. They don't sound like real movies, but that means they probably are, and Bruce Campbell's probably in them.
Yeah. I would... yeah. The fun similarities between this and Unbearable Weight are actor kind of ends up with a super fan.
Yeah.
Super fans got like a layer of the actor's paraphernalia and movie memorabilia.
Sure.
And the two of them together go and fight some sort of some sort of antagonist. So
yeah,
there's some fun lineups, which is, like I said, like the similarities between the two make me go, like when I was watching Unbearable Weight of the Unbearable, what's it called? Unbearable Weight was, when I watched it, I was like, man, this feels like they took a lot of the notes from this and did it better.
Well, yeah, and I mean, again, like in and of itself, that's an issue when the best thing about this film is that it's similar to a better film.
Yeah. it struggled to swim and drowned so that Unbearable Weight could finish the race and win gold.
Yeah. And again, I don't know. Like, there's a good. I don't know who directed Unbearable Weight, but there's a good chance they've never even heard of this crap. Right? Like, yeah. I don't know.
It's
also
great.
it's also a little like. If you're Nick Cage, like Nick Cage didn't write or direct or, whatever Unbearable Weight. But even if he had, it would make sense because it would be Nick Cage looking at, okay, I'm super famous and I've sort of unintentionally become this exaggerated character in the media. Like, people believe that I'm this thing that I'm not. It would make good business sense to make a film about that and poking fun at it. When you're Bruce Campbell, it would be one thing if a writer and a director and a studio, like someone had come up with the idea for this film and they asked Bruce Campbell to do it and he agreed. That'd be one thing. The fact that Bruce Campbell's producing, directing, starring in, and I'm pretty sure like probably pitched the idea for this, but he's just Bruce Campbell. He's not Nick Cage. He's not, he's just kind of this guy that fuels his own career. It's a little narcissistic. Like, it's a little a guy, giving himself a film that probably the only way this, do you know what I mean? Like, the only way this film gets made is if Bruce Campbell makes it for himself, because nobody else.
I just found out something crazy.
Sure. What?
So the writer of this film, his name is Mark, I'm going to butcher this, Verheiden.
Is it the same writer as Unbearable Weight?
No.
Oh.
He's known for Time Cop.
Time Cock? Is that what
Cop.
you just said?
Cop.
Oh, okay.
You
said Time Cock.
Starring
like,
Van Damme.
Don't bring porn parodies into this.
Starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay.
He wrote or was a writer on The Mask.
Okay. That one you've got me. Time Cop is still not that. Like, that's pretty campy. And
he was a producer for something called Falling Skies and Battlestar Galactica, which is pretty highly acclaimed.
So with the exception of The Mask, he makes a lot of campy stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Battlestar Galactica, yes, is famous and it's acclaimed. It's pretty B. Right?
So
it's
Time
not,
Cop?
No, Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, Battlestar Galactica?
It's pretty B. Well, and I mean, so is Time Cop. Most of the Jean-Claude Van Damme stuff is pretty B.
He's a producer on Heroes, a consulting producer, like the TV show Heroes.
Okay.
He's a co-executive on Smallville.
Okay.
So he's been involved and done some quality work.
It's amazing that, like, okay, yes, however, this was the last film he ever did. This was the last time someone gave him the opportunity to work on a film.
On a film.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more TV work in his repertoire.
Man, how do you go from writing The Mask?
He's writing for Hellraiser, an upcoming TV series.
You know what I mean? How do you go from writing The Mask to writing this?
Yeah.
He was a writer and a producer on the Netflix Daredevil series.
Yeah.
And on Ash vs. Evil Dead.
A lot of the stuff he's worked on seems to be very kind of comedy, sci-fi, or not comedy, sci-fi and horror, like or comic booky kind of stuff,
campy stuff,
which kind of tracks because this was a Dark Horse film, like Dark Horse Comics.
Or what was
this film?
Oh, okay.
Like that's who was
That's the Nobody
production
studio
company.
that made this.
Well, Dark Horse Comics is an indie comics.
So Dark Horse Entertainment made this. They've made a lot of crap, dude.
Oh yeah, probably. It's Dark Horse Comics.
They made
a lot of their comics are crap.
Son of the Mask.
They've got a few good comics. But
So their first film was The Mask.
Dark Horse Comics?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a Dark Horse Comics film?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a big.
They made Son of the Mask. They made Hellboy. Hellboy's theirs.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
That tracks because that's a Dark Horse comic property.
Then they made The Golden Army.
Golden Army gets a lot of hate. I think it's better than most people say.
They made R.I.P.D., which was not good.
It wasn't good.
The
but
Ryan Reynolds, Jeff Bridges
It was a
thing.
fun ride.
Did you know there's a R.I.P.D. 2, Rise of the
Yes,
Damned, came
I
out
heard
2
about
years ago,
this. Yeah, I never seen it. It's
starring no one you've ever heard of?
just- yeah,
Why?
because the first one.
How do you screw up a film with Jeff Bridges, Ryan Reynolds, and Kevin Bacon? Right? Like, that's crazy. Hellboy, the Crooked Man. I still want to see that. Did that come out yet? Did we miss it? We did
Hellboy,
miss
the
it.
Crooked Man?
The Crooked Man. I'll show you trailer after. No, I'll show you trailer
wanna-
after. We're recording an episode.
Yeah.
We are chatting with each other. Put your phone down. We're talking about.
You're
You're
your
This
phone.
was your
You're on
film.
your laptop. I can be on my phone.
This was looking up stuff about this movie and the production company that made this movie,
2024.
not the other films they've
It
made.
was Hellboy. A guy named Jack
'Kay.
Casey.
We're talking about. My Name is Bruce. What else do you want to talk about with this stupid piece of shit film that you selected?
I don't think he looks like a good Hellboy.
What else do you want to talk about with this stupid piece of shit film you've selected?
I'm done.
All right. On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate My Name is Bruce?
After rewatching it
Yes.
and realizing those rose-colored glasses need to be thrown out.
Yeah.
It's got some fun. I like the folk music. I like the goofy.
It's also problematic because it's racist and whatever else. But
Sure, whatever. I like the poke fun at himself nature of the film for Bruce Campbell. I could give it a 2.
a 2. Wow.
Those are the saving graces for me.
So your 2 takes your opinion of your films, your average, from a 7.6
It's gonna drop it.
down to a 7.2.
Woohoo!
And takes your overall score from a 6.8 down to a 6.6. I've put some thought into this. I think I'm going to be generous. I am going to be generous.
Okay. You don't have to be.
And because there was a half a chuckle and
The one chuckle helped it.
it still gave me an opportunity to hang out with one of my best friends and watch a movie, drink a beer. I'm going to give it a 0.5, which is not only the lowest score I've given one of the films you've had me watch. I think it's the lowest score I've ever given a film. During this film, to be 100% honest with you, during this film, I was like, I wonder if Carl's algorithm is set up to compute a 0. Like, what will happen with the average if I put in a 0? And then there was a moment where I was like, I would probably need to chat with Pete before, making the decision that I was allowed to go into the negatives, that I was allowed to do a -1. So I'm not going to do a -1. So
-10.
I'm going to go 0.5, which takes my opinion of your films from a 6.1 down to a 5.7 and drops your overall score from a 6.6 down to a 6.5.
I'm a little disappointed you've seen Unbearable Weight because it would have been a great follow-up for this
It would have
film.
been a good follow-up. However, you have been tasked your next film needs to be even more in the well-known lexicon than Unbearable
Pete's
Weight.
gonna love this podcast. Pete's been giving me a hard time because I keep choosing B movies,
looking
starring
like
Bruce Campbell.
there's
there's only been 4 of them.
I'm going to look at your thing now.
Keeping
In mind, we're heading into Christmas here now, so maybe find some Christmas movie I haven't seen. However, I would say just so you know, your next kind. You could maybe even. I would say aim for something in the Blade Runner, Caddyshack, Never-Ending Story, Mighty Ducks, Big Lebowski.
I'll pick something.
Sixth Sense.
You just let me pick the film. You don't worry about it. I'll pick something that's not a B movie that people have seen. Something that everybody will go like, oh yeah, I know that movie or have seen it. Don't worry. Just get off my freaking bag.
But I swear to God, if you show up next week and it's like, I'm going to have you watch the friggin' 1995 Mortal Kombat. And it's like, yes, I know people know about that, but also no. I guess, so for the listener, I'm going away for a week. Mm-hmm. And because I'm going away for a week, this is the second day in a row we've recorded an episode. So you probably haven't watched anything since then.
I haven't, but I did forget something.
Okay, cool.
Right? So I did forget a film that my wife and I watched on the weekend because we watched a film together on the weekend after the boys went to bed after watching Lion King 1.5.
Was it Timecock?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't Timecock. That one came out later.
After your wife went to bed? What do you mean later?
No, when we were in bed.
Oh, okay. Now I wait till my wife goes to bed and then I put on the skin flicks.
No, we are the skin flick. Okay, what is going wrong?
This is getting weird.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, we watched The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh. And was it your first time?
No.
No,
I've seen it before.
All right.
She'd seen it before, but
doesn't remember it.
She just we were kind of thinking about, what do you want to watch? I don't know. And then she just kind of out of nowhere is like, I want to see Count of Monte Cristo.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, let's find it. And we couldn't find it on any of the streaming services we have, so I rented it.
You rented it.
And
there you go.
It's a good film.
Have you read the book?
No.
Okay.
No. Good film, though. Moves, if I have a criticism for it, I think they spend too much time.
It's got some pacing issues.
Too much time in the first act. Maybe it's the second act, I guess.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know, whatever you would consider the jail scene. They need to spend some time there because he needs to learn and grow and become the man that will take down his enemies.
Yeah.
And they need to kind of show that.
Yeah. There's fun watching Jesus in a movie other than Jesus.
But then in the end, when he's his plan is kind of coming to fruition, it just moves so quick. And it's just I want to see the plotting and the twisting of the knife and these people infighting amongst themselves. And it's just kind of okay, everybody's in jail or dead.
Right.
It's just oh, that was quick. Okay.
Now, did you remember, when's the last time you would have watched it?
Oh, ages ago.
And so did you remember
at least 20 years
going
ago.
into it, or were you surprised to see Henry Cavill?
I did not remember Henry was in it. I was because
this is 2002 Henry Cavill.
Some
That's
reason,
before anyone knew he was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so young there. For some reason, I thought, what's his name again?
He's 17 in that film.
Yeah. He's so young. For some reason, I thought Antonio Banderas was in the film. So when he wasn't showing up, I Googled the cast.
Right.
Or I Googled the film and looked at the cast, and I was like, oh, crap.
He's not in this.
Henry Cavill. He's not in this, but Henry Cavill's in this. Who does Henry Cavill play?
Yeah.
And he's he looks like Henry Cavill,
He's got the same chin.
He's not jacked like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he's not. He's not ripped.
It's super weird because he's like a little he's a teenage boy. He's a scrawny kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Did you watch something last night?
I did. Watched Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, you did.
With me mama.
Yeah, you did.
She loved it.
Yeah,
she really loved it.
Such a good film.
And then I showed her. I
love that redemption. The redemption arc is what makes it the best for me.
Yeah, you know what the problem is though? So we were watching it on Disney Plus, and Disney Plus, get your shit together. Because Disney Plus's audio mixing or their audio compression or however it's set up, there was too much audio dynamic range, right? So the loud parts were so loud, and if there was any action going on, like during Luke and Han escaping the Sarlacc pit, there's like while all this action's happening in music and Luke's yelling out commands to people and what, you can't hear anything he's saying, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I put the Blu-ray in, right? And so either way, whether it was Disney and the Blu-ray made it much better, still not what it should have been, but it was better. So either way, whether we were watching Disney Plus or we were watching the Blu-ray, we're watching a version that has seen numerous changes.
Yeah.
Right? It is many degrees, like even more so than the DVD, is many degrees departed from the theatrical version.
Yeah, the whole band scene in Jabba's palace.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. There is a bunch of Star Wars changes to the original trilogy that I am all for. 100% all for.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
There's some that I'm indifferent to. I'm like, whatever. Like I don't care. Doesn't make a difference. And then there are some where I'm like,
that's egregious.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Examples of ones where I'm like, what the hell is this? Is in A New Hope when they reach Mos Eisley, and there's literally a massive CGI character that walks across the frame 4 feet away from the camera, like in front of everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell is that? What the hell was that?
Right.
An example of one that I'm indifferent to, the fact that they blew up the size of the door to Jabba's palace, made it this big, massive,
right?
Whatever, right?
Sure.
I don't care.
Doesn't
I don't
really
care.
make that big of a difference. You gotta get the Rancor in there somehow.
Yep. And then an example of one that I like. I mean, obviously, this is less of a change, more of just like remastering. The lightsabers look much better than they've ever looked before. The audio's, like the music is cleaner and crisper. I think that the song at the end of Jedi is better than the Ewok song, like the original song. I think that was a good change. It feels more Star Wars-y, feels better. I do like that now at the end of Jedi, you see, we go on a little bit of a tour around the galaxy. You get to see Coruscant, right, and they're all celebrating.
Everybody's pulling down the statues.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, cool. This kind of ties things together a little bit. It doesn't bother me. It kind of makes sense. I would say I'm indifferent about Hayden Christensen showing up. It makes sense, but I don't have I'm not. But
yeah,
but
I could see why people would get upset over that. But at the same time, I can see both sides of the coin on that one.
Yeah, we see him returned to his Jedi self. We see him returned to Anakin Skywalker, right, and Anakin Skywalker, as is from a certain point of view, died in Revenge of the Sith, right? Yeah. So anyways, but the big egregious one, the one that just like I want to pick up the remote and throw it at the TV and break the TV and drive down to Skywalker Ranch and wrap my arms around the friggin' neck of George Lucas and, well, no, that's violent, but it just makes me so mad is the addition of the two no no,
when he's
when
throwing
Vader
down-
picks up
yeah.
the Emperor and throws him over the thing.
Yeah.
Because when Vader didn't
kills the
say
moment.
anything, it was so powerful.
Yeah.
It was so impactful because you knew what he was thinking. You
Yeah.
knew what he was feeling. And it's like, not only is it stupid, but it's clearly the same. They didn't even get anyone to re-record anything. It's the same no from the end of Revenge of the Sith. The same stupid no, and you're like, you just copy and pasted a sound clip. Like, yeah, drove me nuts.
Yeah,
but she liked
that
it.
one's bad.
She liked it. She's excited. We're gonna watch Phantom next. She's excited for it. I did show her a trailer, like the original.
So these are the
trailer.
ones she hasn't seen.
She hasn't seen. I mean, again, she's like, when I was a kid, she'd be in the room while they were on, but she hasn't like.
When she
I'm
was
interested
a kid?
in. No,
you
when
were
I was a kid. Yeah, what'd I say?
I think you said she.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But she hasn't like
Everyone
sat
can
down and
rewind
watched
and
it with
double-check
intent. And so I showed her a trailer, and yeah, even just watching like the original trailer, there are some moments where if you have now just watched this, there are some things to get excited about. A, I mean, it looks cleaner and crisper. B, it's higher paced, higher energy with stuff like pod racing and
Duel of Fates.
whatever else, Duel of Fates. And then there's a moment. There's one line spoken by Liam Neeson in the trailer for Phantom Menace that, yeah, if you haven't seen that, if you've never seen them, it's like, oh, like this is okay. Color me intrigued. And it's just Liam Neeson saying, Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you're like, oh, ooh, right? And I mean, I've seen them 12.5 times, and I'm pumped for that, to watch that relationship kind of unpack.
That's
so,
cool.
yeah. You didn't watch any One Piece, eh? You're never going to get off Cake Island.
No, I did watch One Piece.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Last night?
Yesterday. Yeah, when I got home, I was folding some laundry. So
Yeah. Still on Cake Island?
Episodes. Yep.
We're going to have to, we are going to have to, you don't even like cake. We are going to have to.
I like cake. I prefer pie.
Okay. Well, we are going to have a party, a little celebration. When you finally get off Cake Island,
We'll have a tea party.
I will buy a cake.
Yeah.
And we will have a cake.
Pirates will burst out of it and try and shoot me with poison rockets.
Sure. Is that what happens in the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all listed below. We have a Patreon page where, for less than what it would cost you to rent this stupid piece of shit film that we just watched, you can support us monthly, get some fun perks in return.
Save your money and support us instead.
And we have merch.
Yes. It'll probably be Christmas by the time they hear this.
No.
Not Christmas. December.
It will be December.
I meant to say
yes.
December.
It will be December.
Yeah, so
yes.
Christmas. Christmas was on my mind. Christmas should be on your mind.
Why?
Because they should buy Christmas stuff.
Maybe I'm skipping Christmas this year. Oh, it should be on their mind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant my mind. I was like,
presents.
maybe I'm skipping Christmas
They need
this
to buy
year.
presents for their kids. Let's say movie men.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you're a bad parent.
Yeah, you're the worst.
Yeah.